What's going on, YouTube? Went to Harry's coin shop today. Had a nice chat. Discussed some things. The reason I went there today, by the way, I've got a headache, so bear with me. I've been fighting this thing all day. I decided I wanted some more Type 1 ASEs. I've purchased 60, so I got 4 today. So we're at 64. Plus I got more on the way in the last probably 5 weeks or so overall. Boy, I despise these mint tubes. They so hard to open and so hard to put the friggin' ASEs in there. Anyway, and when I called him up, I said, "Hey Harry, you got any ASEs?" He goes, "Oh yeah." I said, "What are you charging? You're not still charging 29, are you?" He goes, "Yeah, 29." And I tend to think out loud sometimes, without even trying. By the way, please follow me on Rumble. Link in the description below. Go support me over there. I greatly appreciate it. Shameless plug. And I tend to think out loud. And I said to him, "Oh, even with the price drop in silver?" And he's like, "Oh, well, it's going back up." Anyway, so I go in there. That was, I don't know, noon. So I went in there after work about 3:15, 3:30. And, you know, he greets me as he always does. And I enjoy having a nice conversation with Harry. It's just, I'm always fighting traffic on Mondays because it's a nightmare, so I don't have a lot of time. And he goes, "Hey, you know, you're right." He goes, "Let's do 28. I said, "No, hey, you know, if 29 is the price, that's the price." He goes, "No." He goes, "You're right." He goes, 28's a better price, and you know, that's what we're going to do. And I said, "Okay." And then we started talking, and you know, and I told him, and it's absolutely true. Oh, so I got some Type 1s, by the way, to add more. It just seems that Type 2s are what's available online right now more. So, and everyone likes the Type 1s better. Me, the thing with ASEs and me, and this is not a bad word or a bad thing. I think people take it offensively, but most Americans, seemingly, in my opinion, seem to be kind of obsessed with ASEs. I'm not one of those people, so Type 1, Type 2 doesn't matter to me. I do probably like the Type 1s a little bit better, but you know, ASEs, they're not really what I love, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, but I'm always looking to add more Type 1s to the stack because I know people prefer those, generally. Although I think they're all going to be liquid. By the way, not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Do your own research, form your own opinions. I am not responsible for the decisions you make in your life. This is just my opinion and what I'm doing. And I told him, I was like, "Yeah, I got a majority of these that I purchased between 26 and $28, 28 and change." And you know, I thought that was a pretty good deal, and he agreed. So he sold me my ASEs for 28 per, and I started talking with him about the mint and how they always seem to have production issues every so often. And, you know, I think ASEs are a great move right now, so that, you know, I mean, and he remembered not long ago, and it wasn't the first time. Silver Wolverine talked about this recently, and he did a bang-up job in one of his videos. They drop production for this reason or that reason, whatever it ends up being, and the premiums, just what people will pay for them are amazing. And you know, he knows that's why I'm stacking a lot of ASEs right now. And I am stacking some generic too, but I'm mostly doing constitutional and ASEs because of the recent premiums that people were willing to pay. And him and I were talking, and he agrees. And again, he's not a financial advisor. He does not have a crystal ball. And of course, he's an LCS. He's there to make money, but he's also very honest. And he agrees that, you know, it's likely that the mint will do what the mint has done numerous times and have supply issues, therefore driving the price back up. So we had a nice chat about that. He understands my logic. He's been in the game a long time, for a young man, and he's seen this happen time and time and time again. So we talked about that a little bit. He validated, you know, what I thought, you know, my thoughts on it. Some people, excuse me, some people don't. I think most people do, because the prices have, you know, the premiums have corrected for the most part. Now, we all have our own different comfort levels as well, okay? I was willing to pay up to 27 for a while, and then I bumped it up to 28, and then I bumped it up to 29. And 29's my comfort level. If I happen to have a bunch of extra, cash burning a hole in my pocket, I might pay 30, but I'd like to stick around 27 if I can find them, but 28 to 29. That's my happy place with ASEs. Now with just regular private mint bullion, I'm not paying that. Something like this right here, an Incuse, love those. I'm not going to pay 29. Love these too. And I really dig these. So it all depends what you're buying, what your comfort level is. Sorry, I can't talk. My head is killing me. And but it was nice to have that little chat with him today and pick his brain a little bit and see what he thought. And it was nice to get some validation that he sees my logic, which is it's always a good thing when someone sees the logic, for sure. So that's what I'm doing. Keep dropping silver today. I just dropped a 5-ounce ATB pulling the stuff out of the safe. Clunk. That was a big clunk. So, bear in mind, do what you can do. I do have some more stuff on the way. I have backed off a little bit. I was going to stop stacking with this vacation coming up. It didn't take. Didn't even last a full day. I have backed down, not because I don't think it's a great time to stack. I think it's a phenomenal time to stack. With the price dips, I think it's a great time to stack. I've just got some expenses coming up, and tomorrow, well today, by the time this video drops, Wednesday, because today's Tuesday, the 11th of November, or the 13th of November, excuse me. When the video drops, that will be my first day in many, many years that I get a day off, other than a scheduled vacation. Normally, I work 7 days a week. I've been doing that for years, and tomorrow marks the start of me not doing that. I'm extremely excited. But because of that and some expenses coming up, I've had to kind of dial it back a little bit. I had a phenomenal month last month in the way of stacking and investing in other asset classes, if you will. And, I got to make responsible decisions. But I am a hardcore stacker. It's what I love to do. I love the way it looks. I love the way it sounds. It brings me peace and security, peace of mind and security, knowing I have some wealth. And a lot of people talk about stacking goals, and once I get to this, I'm done. And that's cool if that's what they want to do. For me, this is money. I don't see having too much money as a bad thing. So I have no stacking goal. If y'all ever saw that movie Wall Street 2, Money Never Sleeps, do you remember when he asked the guy, he goes, I find everyone has a price and it's usually the exact number, what's yours? Well, when it comes to stacking, my answer is the same that his was in the movie, and that's more. That's my goal, more. I'm never going to reach my stacking goal. So that's what I do. In fact, I'm going to have to buy a third safe coming up. I bought that second safe a number of months back, and I couldn't even tell you, maybe 5, 6, something like that. And between the Second Amendment tools and the bullion I bought, it's getting pretty packed in there too. So it's a good problem to have. I'm running out of space for safes. Gonna have to start throwing some stuff away, I guess. I don't know. Or get creative, but that's my goal. So, and this to me, and this is another word that people find dirty, this is purely investment silver. I'm going to flip this when the time is right. And if the time is not right, and it doesn't happen, well, cool. I'll still get the premium back, and I got silver in the stack. So the way I see it, it's a win-win. I cannot lose. Not a financial advisor. Make your own decisions. I'm just a dude on the internet. Don't listen to me. But that's where I'm headed. That's my goal. That's my thought process. And I'll be going on vacation here coming up soon, so there should be some cool footage there. I hope you all catch it. Like I said, please subscribe, like, comment. Go find me on Rumble. Harry's has his own channel now as well, Harry's Coin Shop. Go check him out. Check out Silver Wolverine. He's been doing some great stuff over there lately. I may attach links in the video, but even if I don't, I have faith that y'all can find these folks. I'll probably attach links. That being said, I'm not a financial advisor. Like, subscribe, share. Find me on Rumble, and whatever you do, live within your means. Stack within your means. Budget and be responsible. But don't forget, Keep stacking.